Hello, everybody. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here. And it is Monday. And today's Game 7 of the NHL Finals, which is a lot of fun. But I wanted to talk to you about the Sabres. I was driving home today, and I said, oh, my goodness, the draft is Friday. I haven't even mentioned anything about them yet. So I wanted to bring up this video, chat about it a little bit about them. You know, if you're seeing it now or you're seeing it later on, please go down there and hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Put some comments down there. Let me know what you're thinking. Are you a Sabre fan? What do you think about what I'm about to present? If you're not a Sabre fan, well, what's your favorite team? What do you think about your prospects in the draft coming up also? So let me get down here and do a little presentation for you, and hopefully it'll work for you, and you'll be able to see everything. All right, got a little slideshow, a couple slides anyway. This is the Buffalo Sabres roster as I see it now. I got the, well, so you can probably, yeah, you can still, I think you can still see my, okay, I got left, center, and right wings for the wingers, and then I got first, second, third on the defensemen. So on the first line, of course, I got Jeff Skinner at left, Tage Thompson in the center, and Alex Tuck in the right. There has been rumors lately about Jeff Skinner possibly getting traded or maybe a buyout in his case. Neither one would surprise me, except if you get rid of him, you got to find out somebody that's going to give you the 25 to 35 goals a year. Yeah, I know he's got a rich contract, but he's, you know, still been pumping them in at his age. So then the second line over here, I got the young guns, J.J. Peterka, Dylan Cousins, and Jack Quinn. Be a lot of help if Jack is back for the full season this year. You know, comes back without injuries, but those three kids are all there. I call them kids. They are just kids. They're real young and with tremendous upside on them. And then we got the third line. I got Zach Benson there. I don't know where else to put him right now. And then I got some color coding going on. The blues are prospects. The yellows are guys that are currently, their contracts either UFAs or RFAs. And I'll talk about them as we go along. But in that third line, I got Brandon Byro and Yuri Kulich forecasted into there. And then on the fourth line, I got Isaac Rosine, Peyton Krebs, and Jordan Greenway. I think that those blue guys there on those there are deserving to try to make the team or make the team. Peyton Krebs, you can see he's an RFA, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't come back. And he could play the third line. I only put him fourth because for the last couple of years he's been playing down the fourth with Gergensen and Okposo, and playing with them he learned a lot. He came to us with an offensive upside. Now he's got a defensive upside that really helps the team a lot. The far right-hand column, I got the UFAs and RFAs listed. First one on there is Zemgus Gergensen. He's our longest tenured Sabre, and he's going out on a UFA. I wouldn't be surprised or sad if they re-signed him because Zemgus plays a good, vital part with this team. You know, he's not going to give you 10 goals, but he gives his heart, and he plays on the fourth line. He plays on those penalty kills and in the last minutes of the game and against the number one lines when they want to slow them down in that. So, you know, valuable player. Eric Robinson, Tyson Jost, Victor Olofsson, and Cale Clegg, the next four, I believe, are gone. Olofsson had his opportunities to be a star with Buffalo, but that didn't work out for him too well either. And so then the next ones I got listed, I got UPL, Pekka Luukkonen, our goalie. Henry Jokiharju, Peyton Krebs, and Jacob Bryson as possible returns on the Yellows, and then Eric Comrie, who's been the backup goalie for the last 2 years, and I don't think he is coming back. Then over on the left down here under defense, I got Rasmus Dahlin and Bowen Byram lined up as the first pairing. This could all subject to change. I'm just speculating. Second pairing is Owen Power, Matisse Samuelsson. Third one would be Henry Jokiharju and Connor Clifton. Yoki Haru, I would be shocked if he doesn't come back. He's been like paired forever, like in the number one pairing or the number two pairing with Buffalo. And over the last 3 years, he's really improved. He learned a lot. He's young. People think he's old, but he's still young. And he was a number one pick by the Chicago Blackhawks years ago in the draft. Then over on the right, I got what I call spare goalies, the extra guys you need on the roster. I got Jacob Bryson, possibly coming back. Then I got Ryan Johnson, who was spent a lot of time with on the Sabres last year, but right now he's listed with Rochester. So I think he'll be on make the team. And then Nikita Novikov, I think, is going to get an opportunity to make this team. Okay, and so that would fill them up. And then we get down to goalies. We got UPL, and he's going to be the number one guy to start this season. I'm sure of that. He had after January 1st last year, he was really good. And so then right now, as it stands, it would be UPL with Devin Levi as his backup. But again, I got the question mark free agent signing. I'm not surprised that the Sabres bring in another veteran goaltender to back up UPL this year. Okay, that would leave them the opportunity to send Devin Levi to Rochester for the entire season for final tuning before he gets up to under the Sabres roster. But we'll see. They tried that once, it didn't work, but then Levi was going up and down because of injuries. Prospects, I got Yuri Kulich, Ryan Johnson, Isaac Rosen, Brandon Byro, Nikita Novikov, and Matthew Savoy. There's Matthew Savoy. I've been waiting now for 3 years for him. He's one of the guys that was drafted 9th by us. Another one of the smaller guys. This team has a thing of looking for small guys as Matthew Savoy and Zach Benson. But we'll see. Okay. And then signings and trades, a goalie. I'm thinking we'll do a goalie to back up UPL. And I think that they're going to get a veteran forward somehow through a free agent signing or through a trade to help bring some experience. There's a lot of young guys out here now. Bring some experience, especially to the middle six or the bottom six. And so that's what I'm thinking of on the roster right now. If you're watching this later, please go down there and leave me some comments. What do you think? Okay, so then we're going to take a look at the draft. It's starting Friday. Okay, on the left, you're right. I guess over the last week, I've watched 16 mock drafts. In 5 of those mock drafts, Carter Yakimchuk was targeted for Buffalo. And he's a big defenseman. We have a lot of defensemen, as I just showed you, but he's a big defenseman, 6'3", 194, and he's a right shot. That's very important because right shots are hard to find in the NHL. And every team could always have a right shot. And I find they got him. Where do we got him down here? We got him at 14th. I'm going to be very surprised if he even still on the board at 11 because of the defense. Because we got some deep. It looks like we got starting with the 30. We got righty, lefty, righty, lefty, lefty. So they righty down to him. So he may be on the board, but I'd be surprised if he was. Then the next guy is this Helenas, Consta Helenas, who is a center. He's a right shot center. Where is he? He was right here. That's right. He's 5'11", 190 pounds. They got him at 190 pounds. That surprises me because I have him at 176. Let's see if it says 190. 190. Oh, that's much better than 176. I'll take that. Let's hope that he is that big. He's another center, and centers are hard to find in the draft. And it's always good to have centers in your pipeline. Buffalo's got 3 or 4 of them now in the pipeline. They could always use another one. So they could go that way. Then there's this Berkeley Catton. Berkeley, where are you at? Right here. Wow. They're going to go all the way down to 11th. This guy's probably got the biggest offensive upside in the whole thing. Just look at those numbers: 68 games, 54 goals, 62 assists. And he's got all of the good things that you would want in an offensive player, except for me, the size. 5'11", 163 pounds. What do they got him down there? Yeah, 5'11" and 163. So that does not go good with me. Okay, we got a few of them already on this team. We don't. How many Danny Reillers can you have on one team? Then we got Cole Yzerman. Cole Yzerman's at 9th. Okay, from what I've researched and what I've looked at, this guy probably has the best shot in the entire draft. And that is something all on its own. Because look at that, 57 games, 58 goals, and 31 assists. However, he's got a couple things that are really lacking that is going to hold him back down. One of them is his defense, and the other one is puck management. And, do we take him? We got enough guns in the team coming up in prospects already. You take the best shot there is in the draft, maybe, and then you send him down to Rochester. Now he's not going to be the number 1 or the number 2 guy on this team. He's going to be the number 4 or 5 or 6 guy trying to make it to the Sabres. So that could help him, make his mind say, I better concentrate on this defense and these other things that I need work with. And that. So who knows? Maybe they'll take him. Then we got Adam Jiricek. Got in there once, and he's a right shot, and he's a defenseman. That's probably why he got in there once, right shot. But look at that, 152 pounds. No, they got him at 168 here. Even at 168. I don't want any defensemen that are under 190. 190 and 200 and over, I like. God, the big guys were classified. Sabres are classified as a weak hitting team anyway, so don't bring the little guys in there. All right, and the last guy is Liam Greentree. He's a right wing. He had a nice season, 64 games. He had 36 goals, 54 assists, and he's 6'2" and 198 pounds. Would be a nice right winger. And so maybe they're going to go that way. If I had to pick, I would go if Carter's available at 11, I'm going to go with him. If he's not, I'm going to go with Constant if he's still available at 11. I am skipping Berkeley totally. I would go probably Liam Greentree, and then Cole Yzerman. That's just my thoughts. What do you guys think about some of this stuff? One more look at the roster before I close this down. So, go back and, put some comments down there. Let me know what you think about this whole thing. This was a spur-of-the-moment video. I didn't schedule this live. So I really didn't expect anybody to be jumping in. There's somebody up there watching, but that's okay because I'm about ready to close this one up here. So this is SoCalSabre saying thank you very much for stopping by. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other and stay safe.